mu nteekateeka ey'okutumbula ebyobulambuzi mu Elgon sub-region oba mu Bugisu region, ekitongole ekya Uganda Wildlife Authority oba kiyite UWA nga kiyita mu Uganda Wildlife Education Center kisobodde okuba nga ate kituwa zoo wano e Mbale, era nga after checkpoint ng'ogenda Tororo wano osobola okuba nga ate osanga zoo eyo. Naye nga zoo eyo basobodde okuba nga ate baleeta first batch of animals, era nga muno mwe muli maaya oba giyite ostrich, embogo bagireese, saako n'empologoma, saako n'ebinyonyi ebirala bingi, saako n'ebintu ebirala bingi basobodde okuba nga ate batuleetera wali ku zoo. Kakati olunaku olwaleero waliwo meeting etudde wali ku Dream Palace Hotel mu senior quarters ng'egendereddwamu okuba nti abakulembeze ab'ennono saako n'abakulembeze aba politics nga bameeya ba MP saako n'ab'ekitongole kya UWA oba kiyite Wildlife Authority basobodde okuba nga ate bakuŋŋaana basobole okuba nga ate basala empenda butya bwe basobola okuba nga ate bagazisa abantu bano aba bulijjo by'obulambuzi saako n'okuba nti baboostinga international tourism, abantu basobola okuba nga ate bava ebweru basobola okuba nga ate bajja mu Uganda. Era nga omu ku abo basobodde okuba nga ate bagulesinga omukolo guno y'omu ku bakungu mu UWA musajja mukolo gwe bayita Musingo David, era nga ono y'omu ku abo ba commissioners abanene ddala mu nsonga za tourism akubiriza abatuuze saako n'abakulembeze okwembulesinga conservation oba okuuma obutonde, era nga bw'atyo basobodde okuba nga ate ayogerako eri abantu ab'enjawulo okuli Stephen Masiga ayogerera obukuuka saako ne Jjejje ono nno nga y'omu ku abo abasajja abakuba ekikopo ku mukutu oba muyite online blogger, saako n'abantu abalala bangi Mbale bonna basiimye enteekateeka eno ne bagamba nti ejja kuba etumbula ebyobusuubuzi naddala mu Mbale City saako mu Elgon sub-region. Batuwa operators okuli Sale owa Kasa Safaris naye asiimye enkola eno era n'agamba nti kino kijja kuba kiyambako okuboostinga hotel industry saako ne tourism industry n'okuba nti abantu ba bulijjo bafuna kasente. Bye bibaddewo olunaku olwaleero katugulage emboozi eno yonna nga wetambudde ku Mbale Express TV.
Having such a facility. Let me start briefly with a brief background of Uganda Wildlife Education Center framework. As you are all aware, we've only been having one facility, that is Uganda Wildlife Education Center in Mbale, since 1952. So far, those are how many years? Those are 74 years. We are now having another facility. So this facility is going to be a very important facility because our target is that the schools from the River Nile, schools should not be crossing this part of the Nile and going the other side to go and see the animals, going through the Jam, through Mukono, Kampala, up to Entebbe. And as we are all aware that Uganda Wildlife Education Center of Entebbe has been the only facility and it has been overwhelmed by the number of school-going children. For example, from the year of 2025-2026, we received over 650,000 visitors. And out of these visitors that we received, 68% of them constitute school-going children. Now, when you look at the statistics of the Eastern region, we have over 3 million school-going children. And the 3 million school-going children, this is one of the biggest numbers.
As a Uganda Wildlife Authority, we are happy to open up this station in Eastern Uganda. Zoos, or a zoo in Uganda was started in 1952 at Entebbe, and the purpose for this zoo was to look after some of the wild animals that had been orphaned, maybe because the parents had been killed during the poaching or wildlife hunting at that time, how it used to be called, or maybe some wild animals had been rescued from people who are not authorized to keep them and illegally keeping them. So the zoo was established to play that role. Now, as time went on, it developed, it also added on another role of carrying out education, making sure that what people talk about in terms of wild animals, they have the opportunity to look at them in a captive environment. Schools, at school when children, for example, are being taught about wildlife species of animals, then at one point in time schools can organize trips, go and look at these animals physically. Sometimes they say seeing is believing. If children in class are being taught about the zebra, seeing the pictures, at one point they need to look at it. But here they are looking at it in a wildlife, in a captive environment. It's caged or in a pen, and then the children will be able to look at it. Now with the time, the zoo developed and acquired other roles. It even, by 2015, it had become semi-autonomous from the parent Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Activities. Now, last year, this zoo was added, was merged during the rationalization of government agencies. It was combined with Uganda Wildlife Authority to play a similar role in wildlife management in the country. But what I want to say here is, because the zoo is in central Uganda, far away from Gulu, far away from Karamoja, far away from Mbale.
Wildlife, the animals in this city, in this region, then the sky is not the limit anymore. We've been limited, as well stipulated by a representative of the Mukuka, the spokesperson, who said that indeed we have eaten all the animals and now we are left with plants. We want to see how best we can work together to ensure that that cycle is actually reversed, because the chief warden in his opening remarks of Mecca said that as the Bama Sava, we actually name our children after animals. Now in the next 70 years, she'll be like, oh, Kuremu, but Kuremu used to be an animal that, you know, the animal that actually tempted Eve. Maybe if you read the Bible, that is the Kuremu one. No, we want to reverse that cycle so that we can see how to work together. Now, the simple introduction, we're going to have a brief, very short presentation, because we need to do many other activities. We shall have an introduction and conservation education programs that we anticipate. What is conservation education? What are the objectives that we intend to achieve? And I want to dive you into the CUA framework, what we are going to anchor on as we are conducting awareness and guiding our visitors. What are we going to anchor on? We have a framework that we share with our counterparts of Zoos Victoria, and we are using it to ensure that we impact a long-lasting impact on our learners. We are going to be having both on-site programs and outreach programs. We shall look about them, and the role of all of us who are here, who are the key stakeholders, but also what do we anticipate to have. And then I want to share with you how much we shall be charging you, so that you're able to tell our clients that this is how much you're supposed to do. So, as you're much aware, in the eastern part of the country, we have few national parks. In fact, we have one. In most cases, when we go to in a biology class, geography teacher here can testify. You're speaking about hot spring. Jesus Christ! And you know, the kids don't know this thing. They imagine something magical. But now that we brought animals here, we're going to be speaking about a lion. You know, how many people have seen lions here? See, just even in this class, in this particular hall, we have less than 50%. People have not seen lions. But now, how are you going to have a long-lasting memory, even if you learn about the lion in class? As you see these animals, it somehow triggers that. So we are going to do all that. We want to develop skills and promote ecotourism in this region. So how are we going to achieve this? Like I said, we are going to change the narrative of just guiding your schools that you bring, Mr. Head Teacher. The schools that you're going to bring at Uganda Wildlife Education Center, Mbale, they are not going to just come to be guided and they see lion, hey, tiger, this one, it's that. No. We have supported the competence-based curriculum. In fact, before it came out, I don't want to speak lies, but before that curriculum came up, we had already come up with the material, and I don't know whether the government first saw that we are moving that direction, didn't change, but we already have that strategy already. We have the material to support competence-based curriculum, so we are going to use that material to also enrich education in Mbale and the eastern part of the country. And how are we going to achieve this? We follow a framework called CUA. And this can be even borrowed by teachers who are interacting with little children, with secondary school learners. We first ensure that the learners get connected to the subject. For instance, if you look very keenly, one of our volunteers from Japan is having 2 eggs. He's having an egg for must be a duck or chicken, then we have an ostrich egg. Now, these learners have never seen an ostrich egg, but we want to ensure that at least when we start educating, they're already in love with the topic. We had 2 eggs here. The one they are familiar with, and the one they're not familiar with. And then you say, which egg is this? It's for that. And this, we don't know. Now, you tell them, did you know that this one ostrich egg can have 24 eggs for the chicken? So the kids will be intrigued. Are you serious? That's why we see the kids here are shocked to see that difference.
How much money will come here? In Entebbe, we have reached 610,000 people coming annually. In that year, that's what we received. The whole Entebbe is full of buses. That is money. Even schools pay little, but cumulatively. That's why Indians beat us. Little money coming, but cumulatively is a lot of what? Money. So if we have so many coming from Ngoma, those yellow buses from Kenya, coming, we divert them to Mbale, how much money will be brought here? So that's what we're talking about. Remember, these are a few Ugandans who have been coming to Entebbe, out of 47 million Ugandans. And we are receiving all of that. That is almost 1% of Ugandans are visiting the zoos. So we want to increase, take advantage of potential. Schools and the community members can bring a lot of money. So in Entebbe we manage this. We have 321. Here we have just brought some few. We are still building. 68 species. When I talk about species, I mean a lion is one species. Human beings, even if we are 47 Ugandans here, one species. So I'm talking about 68 species. One lion is a species, and yet in the Entebbe we have 18 lions. Tiger, we have about 6 of them. We want to bring some of them here, but we want to build the exhibit for them. Otherwise, it will escape and enter the city. My friend, I lose a job, come back to Namawanga, Iruhoge. I lose a job when a tiger escapes into Mbale city. It will be on CNN, it will be on BBC, a leopard, a lion has escaped and terrorized people off. I have gone through that one time. A snake, a python, weighing about 90 kilograms, escaped in glue. Wow. And I was in charge, but they didn't sack me. I explained very well. I just want to, these are unique facilities that we want to replicate in Mbale. Enclosure, animal enclosure, semi-natural, not prisons like Muzira. We want to create that conducive environment where animals live in a very conducive environment. That's why we need more land. We don't want to cage them. You see them in cages. No, we want them to move so that we put hotlines and they move as if they're in nature, national park. We hold that hospital in Entebbe, one of the best hospitals in East Africa. And we want also to attempt to build a hospital in Mbale here, to treat, to admit. This hospital has wards, has forensics. I'll talk about it. Information center, we need information to provide information about the city, about wildlife, about culture, about what information center. Children play area. I had a friend here said, I am interested, you apply. You apply and compete. We need a nice children play area. You take your children there, the whole day, they're enjoying. Seeing wildlife and also enjoying other facilities. In the time we have a floating restaurant, we call it floating. We build it on the lake. You sit there and you feel like you are floating on the what? On the lake. So what will float in Mbale? I don't know. We can think of another thing. This is the hospital that we have built, state-of-the-art hospital of animal
free range. So this is the opportunity we've been waiting for. To the hotel industry, you can add more nights. To the community, it's a business opportunity. The entrepreneurs, more opportunities are going to come up. Instead of selling 2 nights, you'll be able to sell 3 or 4 nights because you have an extra activity. That also means that the food that you serve for 2 nights or 2 days, you're going to serve for 4 days. The farmers, the tour operators, even me, the one who hires vehicles. Instead of hiring a vehicle for 1 night or 2 days, I'll hire for 4 days. This is a great opportunity, but also exposure for our children. Conservation is one of our great challenges. But now the children are going to learn the importance of conservation. I think there will be less challenges with teaching our people on why we should conserve.
When you talk of Uganda Wildlife Education Center, UWA, or call it a zoo, just the word education is enough to tell you that the biggest clients or customers for that center are going to be students and pupils. So for us as teachers who are in the education sector, we are, I think, the biggest supporters and probably beneficiaries, because we've been taking these learners to Entebbe, and you know how the distance and the jam and so on and the expense. So now that is just at our back, in our back, okay, in our background. So that is a big plus, because we cannot take these children there cheaply and regularly and educate them about, you know, it's not just about seeing animals, it's also about conservation, wildlife conservation. And you heard they told us wildlife is not just about animals, but also about the plants, trees, species, and preserving our environment generally. So that education center is going to impact on the economy of the region positively. The tourists will come, the local government will get revenue, the local business people will get business opportunities, hotels, accommodation, food and drinks, name it, every entertainment. So we think that is a big addition to the economy of this region, and many people should be able to get job opportunities both directly and indirectly. So we welcome it.